Hey guys, Juliana and Xavier here. I just wanted to say that the class that you're about to enjoy is actually taken from our Boho Beautiful Prenatal Journey program. It is a 3-trimester yoga and fitness program that we created while I was actually pregnant with this little guy right here. And it is a program that we hope can serve any mother-to-be out there that is looking for that physical and spiritual support and guidance through this beautiful, beautiful time in her life. So if this is something that you think you might need, or maybe you know someone that might need it, click the link in the description of this video and all the information can be found down below. All my love, and I hope you enjoy the practice. Today's practice is called your powered and centered yoga workout, which means it's going to be that perfect fusion between toning and strengthening exercises fused with a nice beautiful flow to give you the opportunity to connect with your body, connect with your breath, and also release tension out of your lower and upper body. Now, as always, I recommend you guys have props ready to use. So yoga blocks are going to be amazing for today's class, just to give you that extra little bit of supportive stability whenever you need it. And remember, there are going to be moments when you might feel a bit challenged, so you have to listen to how your body responds to it. Everyone's at a different point in their journey here. So at any moment that you feel this is getting a little too much, I need a break, you're going to pause the video, you're going to take a break, grab a drink of water, or maybe completely skip a particular exercise entirely. So this really is up to you, and you have to just listen to how you respond and enjoy the practice. So once you guys are ready, grab everything you need and let's begin. All right, friends, so let's get started today in child's pose. And as you remember, anytime we do child's pose, especially in this trimester, we want to keep our knees nice and open, creating lots of space for our belly. And then you're going to reach both arms forward and let yourself release as far down as you're comfortably able to. Your forehead can come down onto the mat, or maybe one cheek to the floor. And just take this opportunity right now to close your eyes and tune in with how you're feeling today. Whether you're doing this practice in the beginning of your day or at the end of your day, or whatever time it is for you right now, just tune in to everything that's going on internally. How is your body feeling today? How's your mind? Where is your energy being put out to? And with each breath, remind yourself that this moment right now, this practice, is dedicated to your body, to our connection to our breath, and our connection to our beautiful baby within us. So bring yourself into the present moment and let yourself stay there for the next little while as we flow, move, and challenge our bodies in all the beautiful, safe ways we can. One more deep breath in. Now, and as you exhale, I'd like you to just bend the elbows first, ground the fingertips onto the mat, press into the fingertips and just lift your body up. Continuing to sit on top of your heels, just look up towards the ceiling, opening through the heart, through the chest. And then exhale, bend your elbows, bring your forehead back down. Inhale again, reach and extend through the elbows, look up. Exhale, bring it back down. Good, so feeling a little bit more of an opening in the upper back. That cervical spine, inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your knees closer together and just walk your fingers forward. So coming into our tabletop position, quick little alignment, shoulders on top of your wrist, hips on top of your knees. Now remember you guys, in cat-cow, right now at this point in our pregnancy, we want to avoid overstretching our belly, which means we're going to focus most of the attention in the upper back. So just let your scapula release and let the chest drop down. And then as you exhale, think about it as if you're pushing the ground away from you. So really getting lots of power in the upper body, feeling that stretch and separation of your shoulder blades. Inhale, just let it drop. Exhale, push away for 2. So really all the work is happening in the upper body here. My lower body, my pelvis is doing very little movement. So we're keeping everything nice and free in our belly. Good, one more time. Good, coming back to neutral, just stay in this neutral position. Place the top of your hand flat on the floor, give your wrist a quick little stretch. We're gonna be doing quite a few knee planks today, a couple of push-ups, chaturangas. So a lot of the times the wrist can feel a little bit more pressure. Go ahead and switch the other side, especially now that we're carrying a little bit more weight at the front area of our body. So be very mindful. Again, if the wrists get too tired, too fatigued, you can always skip out anything you need. All right, come back to center. Now tuck your toes underneath. We're gonna keep staying with that straight back. All I want you to do now is engage through your transverse abdominals and lift the knees off the mat. So now we're feeling that engagement, that awakening in the core. Hold it here, your back is straight. Feel engagement through your quads as well. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, press away and begin to push the hips back, downward facing dog. It's our first downward dog, so remember we take as much time as we need here by walking it out, adding movement to the hips, to the shoulders. So adding that warm-up sensation to the body before we go deep. Just coming down into that downward dog now. If you've been walking out your feet, just stop in a nice still position here, really opening through the upper back, the sternum, falling towards the mat. Deep breath in. Let it go. We're going to work a little bit in strengthening the upper body to begin today. So what we're going to do here, from downward facing dog, I want you to take an inhale. On your exhalation, you're going to transition into plank. We're going to keep it safe at this point by dropping the knees to the floor. You're going to give me 2 chaturanga push-ups, meaning your elbows are staying close to your body. You're working the triceps. So you come down, bring it up, come down, bring it up, and then keep the toe stuck back, push back, downward facing dog. So we're going to do that 3 more times. Deep breath in. Exhale. Plank. Drop the knees, bring it down, up, bring it down, up, push back, downward facing dog. 2 more times. Come forward, drop the knees, push up, and push back. Good job. Now 1 more. You're going to start to really feel that heat building up in the upper body. One last time. Come forward, drop the knees, down, press up, down, press up, push back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale. Come through into plank. This time we're going to take our modified chaturanga. So drop the knees down again. So just like we did before, you're coming down into that push-up position, and then just extend the knees and maybe just see if you're comfortable by pushing upward and opening through the upper body. Again, we're avoiding the overstretching of the belly, so your upward dogs are going to look much different than they did before you were pregnant, and that's okay. It's all about adjustment, all about patience. Come back over to your knees and sit back into child's pose one more time. Now extending through the arms, maybe you need to shake out the wrists a little bit. Do what you got to do. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's come back over to hands and knees. We're going to do a little bit of strengthening work here, again, for the core as well as the lower body. So beginning by extending your left leg out and take your right arm forward. Now from here, everything is squared. You're just going to lift that left leg off the mat and create this beautiful straight line from the tips of your fingers all the way to your toes. And all we're doing here to start is just holding it. Good. Just 4 more seconds, and then we're going to add a little tiny pulse. Now, if you feel like this is already quite challenging for you, you can always modify the next exercise by keeping both hands on the mat and just pulsing your leg. Otherwise, if you are comfortable with this challenge, then pulse the arm and the leg at the same time. So take a deep breath in and exhale. Let's pulse it up. 2, 3, 4, just little movements. 5, but start to feel the engagement in your glute. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. If your hand was down, see if you can bring it back up maybe. If not, keep it on the floor. Next exercise, you're gonna bend that front arm into cactus and then bend your knee at the same time and bring the knee towards the left elbow. So engaging the oblique muscles. So we reach forward, exhale, 1. Reach forward, 2. Reach forward, 3. Good, just 10 here. 4. Stay with your breath. 5, make sure you're not holding the breath. 6, inhale, reach. Exhale, 7. 3 more. 8. Last one. 10, great job. Reach it forward. Drop your hand, drop your foot. Now lift that bottom heel and foot off the mat, and you're going to pivot on the knee and open into our side plank stretch. So first, just stay on your knee and reach that top arm towards the front of your mat. So creating that beautiful lengthening sensation through the side body here. Inhale. Now when you're ready, exhale. You're going to lift the left leg up and bring your left arm up and lower down. We're very limited and we have to constantly modify the movements that we can do. But keeping the lower body strong is still safe for us to work through, and also going to add so much benefit through the birthing experience and post-recovery as well. So stay with me. 3 and 2. One more time. Hold it there. Left hand behind your head, a little crunch to work through the oblique muscles again. So you're going to bend that knee, think of touching elbow to knee, and then reach out for 1. Touch, 2, touch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you got it, 8, 9, try to not drop that leg, keep the height exactly where it is, and 10, left arm reaches up, lower down, drop it, pivot on the knee, step back, downward facing dog, just stretch it out. Breathe it out. This is your moment to just take that big inhalation, and you can make that audible sigh if that feels good. Just let it go. A quick little flow before we get into the other side. So again, modify to your needs. Coming through, plank, drop to the knees, a little push-up or chaturanga, then press up, and again, stay with your knees down. So really not focusing. Maybe you're even up here, and that's okay. Just avoiding any kind of overstretching of the belly. Come back down and push back, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, drop down to the knees, and let's take it to the other side. So same thing, same sequence of exercises. Right leg extends, left arm reaches forward, and then lift it up and engaging through the entire body. So this is not just a core strengthening exercise, but we're actually working through the glutes. The stabilizing glute muscle is engaged, as well as your shoulder. So stay there. And as you're staying in this stillness, focus on the breath, because the mind's going to get in the way. You might feel a little tired. Of course, finding that balance. If you are feeling exhausted, take a break. But if you know you can push a little bit more, just find that breath. Connect with the inhalation and long exhalation as you keep your body still, centered, strong and powerful as you are. We're gonna add that little pump. If you need a break, drop that hand down and just work with the leg. Otherwise, arm and leg together. Let's go for 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Next exercise, bend your elbow, bend your knee to the side, and press away for 1. In and 2, just 10 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, last one. Hold it out, and drop it down. Great job, you guys. Drop the foot, lift the heel, and you're just pivoting on this knee. And then from here, what we're going to do is open up to that side stretch. First, before we begin the exercise, just open up through the entire side body. So creating lots of space here, breathing deeply, stretch it out. Then once you're ready, let's start with our side kicks. So that right arm is going to come over to the center, right leg reaches up, and we drop it down. That's 1. Reach, 2. Reach, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Great, 10. Now lift it up, hold it there, don't drop that leg. Hand behind your head, a little crunch, and open. 2, and open. 3, so do your best to keep that right leg extended and not lose the height. In, and open. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work, you guys. Reach that arm up. Drop the leg, drop the arm, pivot yourself back, and step back into your downward facing dog. Well done, you guys. Just take a breather. Maybe grab a drink of water if you need it. Pause the video if you need a little longer break. Or maybe just walk out your downward dog and let go of that tension. Notice how your body starts to let go a little bit. Now you're able to go a little further with your heels. Beautiful. Now either stay in your downward dog and skip the flow, or if you feel up for it, follow me. Let's do one more flow. Coming through, drop to the knees, drop it down. Modified baby upward dog, I like to call it. Upward dog for our baby. And then come back to center and press up, downward facing dog. Wonderful. Inhale. As you exhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, and we're just gonna walk ourselves to the front of our mat. I know movement is a little bit more difficult now. Transitioning takes a lot more time, so don't worry what it looks like. Just walk it out, coming into a very wide-legged forward fold and just releasing your body. And remember, you can keep your knees bent if you're feeling a little more restriction in your hamstrings today. Feel it out. Maybe add a little rock side to side. Just breathe, close your eyes, and maybe take this opportunity right now to, again, reconnect with how you're feeling. How is the body feeling right now? Where's your mind? Inhale. Bend your knees, exhale, begin to roll up for 3, for 2, 1. Beautiful. Just take your time. Place your hands over top of your belly. Let's just take a second to reconnect. Connect with your breath. If the breath is a little faster, slow it down by deepening the inhalation and elongating the exhalation. We want to slow down our heart rate here. Just come back to ourselves. Feel that connection between yourself, your beautiful baby. Wonderful. One more inhale. Exhale. Let's drop the shoulders, drop the arms. Inhale. Reach both arms up towards the sky. Exhale. Your hands are just going to come back to that heart center. You're going to shift your weight to your right foot and step your left leg all the way back, coming into our Virabhadrasana 1, your warrior 1 position. Try to keep your shoulders square. Don't worry if the hips can't come square. The belly can be pointed, slightly angled here. And then reach both arms up. And this is where you're going to feel it out. Maybe you have the strength and the power today to be able to go a little bit deeper to really feel that engagement. Maybe you're already feeling a little tired from those exercises, then maybe you're going to come up a little higher. So don't worry. Again, it's not about what it looks like. It's about how it feels right now in this stage in your journey right now. Good. Now take the arms down. Interlace your fingers behind your back, extending through the elbows and just open up through that heart center. Inhale. Now exhale, slowly begin to dive your chest down. Your right shoulder is coming towards that front knee. See if you can reach your fingertips towards the sky. Great. Slowly come back up. Don't rush the transition. And then from here, see if you can keep the hands behind your back. We're going to come forward, back to that front. And I do advise you guys here, if you need a little more support, you can grab your block and just have 1 or 2 blocks at the front of your mat. Then from here, we're coming into our Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. This can be a little challenging with the balance at this point in your journey, so just feel it out. So come back in. Maybe this is too much and you want to place your hands onto your block or blocks. This will help you find balance. Maybe you're using a chair. You can even hold on to the back of the chair. Because we're carrying all this extra weight at the front, your center of balance will be thrown off a little bit here. So it's okay if this is more challenging than it used to be. Use whatever you need to help you stabilize. Just try to keep your hips square, shoulders are square. Great, and then from here to come out, you can just drop the leg and bring yourself back up. Or maybe you want a little bit more challenge, bring yourself up as the leg comes down. From here, arms reaching up towards the sky. And then exhale, we come into our tree position. So either bring the foot to your calf muscle, so below the knee, or bring it all the way up above the knee to the inner thigh. And you can even hold your belly here if that feels good, giving you that energy, that power of connection. This is also a great position for you to do against the wall. Maybe you need a little more stability, or again, like I said, if you have a chair, hold on to a chair. Use whatever props or resources you have in your home to just help you find that center. Find that power and that stability in the leg here. One more breath in. Exhale, release the foot, drop it down. Good. Inhale, just take a breath in, maybe shake out the legs a little bit. Exhale, bend your knees, bend your elbows, just dive yourself down. If your blocks are here, you can also grab your blocks. Just do a little gentle release, forward fold. We're just gonna do the same thing on the other side, but give yourself a second. Breathe it out. Bend your knees and roll yourself up for 3, 2, 1. Big breath in, expanding through the lungs, welcoming that pranic energy into the body. Exhale, palms together to your heart. Shift your weight now to your left side. Right foot steps back towards the back of your mat. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Bend that front knee, arms reach up. Hold this powerful position. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Open up through the heart. Inhale. Exhale. If you're ready to go a little bit more funkier, you're going to take your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, extend through the elbows first. So first, I want you to really open up through that chest. Lift and open your heart to the universe. And then as you exhale, dive your heart down towards the earth. As your shoulder comes close to that knee, arms reaching up. So now you're feeling a really nice deep stretch in the shoulders as well. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly bring yourself up. And then we're transitioning towards that front foot. Your hands stay behind your back, or maybe they release and come down towards the front blocks or the chair, whatever you're using. Virabhadrasana 3, hold it here. Breathing deeply. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Take your time, release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands back to your heart. Let's take our tree. Easier version, foot towards the calf. And again, if you've been struggling with your balance, I suggest you go ahead and do that and maybe hold on to the wall here. Maybe you feel a little more powerful today. Bring the foot to the inside of your thigh. Find the balance. It's quite normal to feel a little shaky. I myself, I'm like, ooh, trying to find my balance here. So sometimes what helps is to place our hands over to our belly and connect with your baby, like finding that power together. Finding that stability, that grounding, to hold each other in a beautiful linear position in our tree. The tree of life. Good, breathing deeply here. Any point you feel you need a little bit more help, use the wall, use the chair. Don't be afraid. This is your practice here. It's not about the ego, about completing or accomplishing a position. It's just about how it feels on your body. It's the benefit that we receive from it. Slowly, let's release. Plant your foot down. Maybe shake out your foot a little bit here. Great job, you guys. All right, let's just flow it out to finish off. Inhale, big reach with both arms. Exhale, lower down to your blocks or to the floor. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees. Plant the hands to the mat. Step back into your plank position and then just drop right down to the knees again. From here, take your chaturanga. Expanding, opening into that gentle upward dog. Exhale, push back to your knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog, stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale. walk your hands towards your feet. Open up the toes. One final posture, our favorite, Malasana, yogic squat. Come on down and let your hips drop, palms in Anjali Mudra, palms together in that prayer. Use the elbows, press the knees away from you. Beautiful stretch for us to do on a daily basis at this point, because this is such a wonderful preparation for the most incredible experience we will go through as bringing life into this world, your birth. So this is a beautiful position to include into our daily practice. Remember, you can always place a block underneath yourself and sit on top of the block, as we did in our previous class. One more inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Hands back down. Press into the hands as you slowly lift yourself up. Square off the feet so they're parallel. Maybe walk your hands halfway. Bend your knees. And let's just sit back over into our child's pose to close off our practice today. Reaching the arms forward. And just let yourself release. Maybe your belly's getting a little bit too big and too in the way. You can even just come down to your elbows like so and just let your head drop. This is another variation which creates a little bit more space. You can always use also a bolster as well. And just take this opportunity right now to slow everything down. Slow down your heart rate, slow down your breath. Let yourself surrender and let go towards the ground. Feeling that grounding, that centering, that power from the earth. Close your eyes and just take that awareness internally. Deep breath in. Let it go. Now slowly walk your hands back up. And feel free to bring your knees together. And let's just finish off taking a couple of final breaths here. Place your hands over top of your belly. Drop the shoulders, close your eyes, and just take that deep inhalation. Let it go. One more time, deep breath in. Fill your lungs with oxygen and bring that oxygen downward towards your baby. Bring it fresh blood flow, nutrients, love. Let it go. And then slowly bring your hands to your heart and bow down towards your own heart, thanking yourself for your beautiful practice today. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat. I send you all my love and light, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Maybe you can explain to everybody, like, what is a doula?
Sure. And I mean, doulas have been here for many, many hundreds of years. You know, the figure of a woman supporting the family, supporting the mother, guiding, it's part of our history. But now it's becoming more popular, this name, doula. I think especially in the cities where many families are alone, like more than before. For example, here in Costa Rica, there are so many migrants or foreigners. Me, my own, and Ines, we are not from Costa Rica. And well, sometimes we need this support. Sometimes it's the family supporting, but also a doula is someone has been trained to help, to support the mother, the family through this whole process. So, of course, it's different than family because we have, we've been studying, we have like a neutral perspective through things, and experience, of course.
Yeah, experience for sure. How many births as a doula have you attended at this point?